Hello, I'm Carla Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Be Healing. So I'm a psychic, so I can connect in with your higher self, your inner self, your soul, your spirit, whatever you want to call it, to answer your questions and to give you readings, pass on its advice and its guidance to you. Because your higher self, it knows everything about you and it wants to lead you forward toward whatever it is that you want in your life all the time. And so I do my readings on YouTube and also private readings as well, emailed readings. And so check out my website, BeHealing.com. Every weekend I have a half price sale, and so this weekend when I'm publishing this video, it's on my biggest block reading. So if you'd like to know what your biggest block is, where it came from, how you learned it, or what you experienced to create that block in yourself, and more importantly how to release it, then you're going to want to book in for one of those, because this weekend it's 75 Australian dollars instead of 150 Australian dollars. So I'll pop a link for that up there if you want to book in for one of those. Now, this is the general reading. So this is the weekly read for all signs for the week of the 8th to the 14th of June 2020. I've also got a giveaway. I've got a bit of a competition going on at the moment. So I've got this bag of cards that I do my readings from. Let me just put that there. I changed my bag, so I got a new bag for my cards. And so while I was changing the cards over, I took the opportunity to count them. So that's the bag of cards. And so whoever guesses how many cards are in this bag will win a free reading with me worth 150 Australian dollars. And so in order to enter that competition, all you need to do is subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel, click like on any video, and then put your guess in the video. So just one guess per video, please. And good luck with winning that. So the first person to guess the right number will win. So let's have a look. What are the energies for everybody this week? What have we got going on this week? Let's see. Oh, okay. So we've got a bit of difficult energies this week. We've got create and fear of lack. And so this means we're getting the fruits of our creations. We're getting what we've been focused on. We're having manifestations, and they're not manifestations that we want this week. So it could be a bit of a tricky week. So this is saying, like, if you've been focused on, like, if you've been worried about your money's going to go downhill. If you've been worried about a relationship, that relationship's going to blow up. That's the kind of manifestations that you get when you're focused on lack. So focusing on lack is focusing on the opposite of what you actually want, which is what happens when we worry. It's not that the universe is trying to punish us for worrying. It's that the universe can only give us what we are a match to energetically. If you think about it, you get back what you're giving out to the universe. And so if you're adding bad energy, bad juju to the universe, you're going to get that right back at you. That's karma, right? But sometimes we think, oh, but it's not my fault that I'm worrying. It's not my fault that I'm in this negative frame of mind. The universe is like, I can't do anything about it. All I can give you is what you're focused on. And so it could be a bit of a wake-up call this week, because the creations, the manifestations that you're getting could be in your face, like, oh no, I didn't realize that I was worried about that. I hadn't realized that I was negatively focused on that person, negatively focused on that thing, negatively focused on my job, negatively focused on all kinds of things in the world, right? And so, yeah, we're getting manifestations this week and not good ones. And so this is a good thing. As I said, the universe doesn't punish us. It tries to steer us in the right direction all the time. And so this is a window of opportunity this week for us to see what it is that we're doing, to see what it is we're focused on, to see what it is our predominant emotional state. Because it's not just what we focus on and what we think, it's what we're predominantly feeling from those thoughts, right? And so if your predominant emotional state is disappointment, you're going to get disappointment over and over again, because the universe can only give you a match to that emotional state. It's not going to give someone a match to joy when they're predominantly in depression, say, right? And so the universe just doesn't work like that. It's not benevolent to victimhood kind of thing. If you want to be in victimhood mode, it's going to give you things to perpetuate that. As I said, it's not punishment. It's not a punishment. It's just the vibes that you're putting out into the universe. You're adding negative energy to the universe. It's going to show you that back so that you can change the way that you're focused and the way that you're feeling. And so it's a great week for feedback. You're getting a lot of feedback manifestations this week showing you exactly what you're doing. I'm feeling like it could be a little bit augmented just because this fear of lack that's come out. In other words, it's kind of um, getting more manifestations this week than usual. It's like the results of your focus and of your emotional state are kind of expanded this week. So, yeah, good week for journaling, for writing down what's going on, and then being honest with yourself about what your mind has been on. You focus, and we get manifestations, not in the moment. We don't get instant manifestations. Sometimes we do, but generally we don't. It's the energies that we've been holding, the focus that we've been having for a few weeks, or even for a few months, or even for a few years that start manifesting. Sorry about the wind. I know it distorts the microphone when the wind's blowing on it, and I can hear that it's blowing on the microphone. So I hope you can still hear me and get the guidance through from this. So, yeah, great week for journaling and to get really honest with yourself. What is it that I've been focused on? Have I really been focused on what I want, or have I been focused on what I don't want? Because that's what this card is all about. What have I created? What have I been asking for with my focus? What have I been asking for with my emotional state? And then choosing to change that by focusing on other things instead. As I often say, it's really hard. Say if you're worried about money, it's really hard to focus on money, to change that around to a positive way. So don't do that. Focus on something else in your life that is positive. Try not to focus on money, because you're not going to be able to turn it from worry to joy. You're just not going to be able to do that. If you're worried about money, any focus on money is going to ignite that worry. You're not going to be able to turn it around. No matter how much you affirm things or try and tell yourself you're focused on something else, you're still going to be focused on that lack. There's just no way of doing that. There's no way of jumping from one vibration, one extreme to another. No way of doing that. You need to distract yourself to something else. I use nature for that, or I use sport for that. Just getting into my body or getting into nature, getting focused on something else. So I'm not thinking about it anymore. Same if you've been focused on a relationship that's got problems in it at the moment, then you don't focus on that relationship. Distract yourself from it. Otherwise, you're going to be manifesting more of that stuff. So, what are our lessons and challenges for this week? Like, that's not challenging enough, right? See, it's worry. I told you. I told you so. This week, we're getting the fruits of our worry. Oh, no. And this is saying that we can change it in the moment now. And so if you can distract yourself, if you can take yourself out of that worried state by focusing on something that makes you happy, focusing on something like nature, like getting in your body, like, I don't know, walking in nature, like gardening. Some people like that. I like swimming. I like doing Muay Thai training. I like doing gym stuff. I like running on the beach. I like getting in the pool and watching nature. I like watching the dragonflies and the birds and stuff. That really helps me to stop thinking. Working as well, that makes me stop thinking about the crap that's going on in my life too, when there's stuff going on. And so do whatever you can to get in the moment and get yourself out of that worried state, because you don't want to perpetuate this. You don't want to perpetuate the results of what you're being shown. You don't want to keep on manifesting the same old crap over and over again, right? You don't want another week like this. You don't want another week like this, right? What should our focus be on for our highest good this week? We've got own my idea and patience. So we need to be patient with ourselves to turn this around, to turn this negative state that we've been in around. And really feel like no one's getting away with this, because we're all a mixture. Even if you're a really positive person, we're all a mixture, because we're always being shown how to evolve more and more. So there's never a state that you're ever going to get to when you only get positive results. You only get joyful results and everything works out for you. We can head more in that direction, get more in the flow, and better things happen for us. But it's never going to be 100% good and 0% bad. And that's for a reason, because the universe is always trying to get us to evolve. There's always the next level to go to, right? And so if you think, oh, there's going to be this point where you just get everything 100% good, you're not going to get that. So you need to have patience with yourself. So that's why I say no one's getting off this week with this, because even if you're like super positive and usually in the flow, things will be manifesting this week to show you where your vibration is a little bit lower than the rest of it. So It's about fine tuning this week for super positive people out there. And so have patience with yourself. Have patience with yourself and keep going with this. It really is a positive week, even though it might seem like the opposite, because we're getting feedback, and feedback's always a good thing, right? To get to know ourselves better, to know ourselves better, to know what we've been focused on better, to know what our emotional state has been, to know what we've been doing to ourselves and what we've been doing to the world. It's time to take responsibility for the vibration you're putting out in the world. Do you want to add to negative? Yeah. Even if you think that you're being positive in your negativity, so you're complaining about the negative things that you see in the world. No, that's more negativity. It's just more negativity, and so you might be tripping yourself up there. So have patience with yourself. See the feedback for what it is. Getting to know yourself better. Getting to know what you've been focused on. Getting to know what your predominant emotional state has been. Any more guidance? Oh, nice. Any more guidance for this week? It's not all bad. It's not all bad. Oh, butterfly. So transformations. I'm going to take that butterfly along with the cards there because it flew right over the top of them. We've got romance and we've got abundance. And so this means these are the areas that I struggle with, right? With negativity. Are they the areas that you struggle with too? Money and relationships. They're my tripping points. Is it something else for you? Or is it the same for you? So we could be getting this feedback this week in our romantic relationships and in our money, our relationship with money, because we're asking for change in that. And so the universe says, okay, in order for you to change your money, your abundance, and your relationships, you need to see this clearly, what you're doing, what you're putting out there, what you're doing to relationships, what energy you're putting out into the world, and so that you can actually make a change. So you can change these things. The universe can't change it for you. Only you can change it because you're the creator in your life. So I'm feeling like we've got a very important week to live this week, and it could be in our face a little bit of a rude awakening. But really, we are the creators of it, and we need to own up to that now. So the changes that you want in your relationships, in your romantic relationships, and in abundance, you've been given the key this week to those changes that you've been asking for. But it's down to you to make those changes within yourself, changes in your focus, changes in your energy, so your emotional state, right? Wow, seems like a big week to me. If you like this reading, please click like and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment. What did you get out of that? How does it resonate with you? I'd love to hear from you. And also remember to enter into that competition to win a free reading with me. Then guess the number of cards that are in this bag. And if you're the first person to guess right, then you'll win a free reading with me worth 150 Australian dollars. If you'd like to book in for one of those half price readings, if you're watching this at the weekend when I'm publishing it, then there'll be a link around there to book in for one of those, the biggest block reading for half price. Have an amazing week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.